So in today's video, I'm going to show you an app that every artist must be using. You must have this app on your phone. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video to learn what app this is. You think you're so big? You think you're so tough? Huh? You think you're so tough? No, I'm just kidding. My man Ethan Becker just hit 100k. I think he hit 100k yesterday. So congratulations to Ethan Becker. You guys can wish Ethan Becker congratulations in the comment section. And you can also, if you don't know him, you should also go and check him out. He has some really fantastic tutorials on his YouTube channel for drawing and tips for just really learning your anatomy and making sure you don't make some mistakes that he probably made when he was starting out. And we all made these mistakes when we're starting out. So make sure you give Ethan Becker a really big squishy hug. Congratulations, man, you earned it. So my man HG Auto Art hooks me up with this amazing app. It's very good for artists that are trying to learn their anatomy, looking for reference to study with for faces, heads, hands, feet, and all these other good references that you can find online, 3D models and all that. Shout out to HG Art. I really love the app, so I downloaded it. It's actually paid. You can pay for it. It doesn't really cost much, and you get access to all the other features that are in the app. So the app is called Handy. It has really awesome 3D models that you can turn around within the app and light them still within the app with different colored light sources, multiple light sources. You can do all that within the app. It's really fantastic, especially for artists that are learning and are trying to figure out how to light their scenes, light their characters and all that. This app is definitely for you. So this app has an Android version if you're on Android, and it has an iOS version if you're using an iPhone. So whatever device you're on, there's a version for you. So you can't come and tell me, oh, we don't have one for Android. Now there's a version for Android, so you can download that. And right now I'll just show you how I use the app. So first things first, when you open the app, you'll be presented with this screen where it shows you hands, feet, heads, and saved poses. These saved poses are poses you already played around with and set up your different light sources on them, so you can actually just save them as custom poses if you want to keep studying with a particular lighting setup or a particular pose. So you can have like 4 to 5 basic poses that you've already done, and then you can now base your drawings or references off that. And you can also base other poses of these initial poses you already have. So if you come into hands, it will ask you if you want to use a male hand or a female hand. If you come into male, there are different poses for the hands. There's this if you kind of want to draw a hand that's maybe angry, annoyed, you know, all these fancy poses you can do with your hands. There's everything inside here in this app, and you can go back, try out another pose. There are just tons of different poses and artist references right here in this app. So you can see this is of a punch. Let's just do this one. This is a basic hand. You can turn it this way, any other way you want. And if you want to adjust the lights, you can come here and you can rotate every different lights. You can change the color of the lights. You can change how bright it is. So this is where you control the lights. That's where you turn it off, turn it on, and you can change the color from there. You can move the lights around. So number one is usually going to be your key light. So the first light here is your key light, number one, and then number two is a bounce light that's coming in from the right hand side from below, but you can always move it around and change the direction where your light is coming from. And 3 is just a fill light that's coming from the top, so you can always move any of these light sources around. So let's just play around with number 1. Let's take it off, and then we can change the color of 2. You can also increase the saturation of each of these light sources, and you can move the lights around with this. So you see, you can just change the direction of the light source, change where it's coming from, and then you can pretty much add another light source from below and change the color of the light source that you're adding. So say I want the bounce light to be, I want the secondary light source to be red. I'll just do that here, and then I'll just move it around and kind of change the direction where it's coming from. So you see, it's just a really fantastic tool you can use to just play around and kind of see what you're comfortable with. So it's the same thing with the female hands. And now this is my most interesting part. If you know me, you know I really love playing around with lighting a figure, a head, a torso, a bust, whatever. So now this is my favorite part of this app, where you actually can choose either a female head, a male head, or a male head with planes like this, or a male head that doesn't have planes and it's just a clear model. So say if you wanted to just reference a 3D model, but you just needed to have the planes instead of having a smooth already finished model, you can use that. You can do that within the app and just use the planar model and then light it up with different lighting setups that you want to use in your image. Now I'm just using the regular model. You can change the size, move the model around, pretty much just set it up how you want to use it in your image. Maybe you want to draw the head from this angle, or you want to draw the head from the top, or however, whichever angle you want to draw the head from. So let's just put it here. Let's tilt it a little bit here. Now we can go into the lights and then edit all the lights. So let's start by turning some light sources off. Turn that off, and blue, turn this off. And then let's start with the key light. So you can see it's just a plain base model. And now once we turn our key light on, we can then adjust where our light source is coming from. Say we want to use a light source that's coming in from the top here, we can set it around here, and then also increase the brightness of the light source with this. Next, we can now turn on the second light source, or maybe you can use this as a secondary light source. Then we can also move that around and kind of see where we want this light source to be. So I just want it to pretty much come in from below, just from around here. Wow, that's looking awesome already. And the third light source is going to be from here, and I just want it to, I don't want it to affect any of the other light sources, so I just want it to pretty much be a fill light. But right now I feel like it's even just, it's affecting the rest, so I can just turn it off and I can use this as a base lighting setup that I want to use in my image. This is already, it's good. You can see your key light source, and then you can see your secondary light source coming in from the left hand side. Any other thing you might want to do is just to pretty much increase the level of contrast you have in your shadows, just differentiate them, add a terminator where the shadow is being separated from the light source, and just little tweaks that you can actually do on your own without having to use the app. So now we can then play around with a color lighting setup that, like I always do. So first we're going to go back to our key light source, and then we are going to change the color. Another thing I noticed is this app doesn't let you change the color of your key light. So instead of using the key light, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to change the color of this light instead of using the key light, because I've been trying to change the color of the key light since, and it didn't work. So I'm thinking maybe the app can't let you change the color of that particular light. So as you can see, I've changed this light, and I'm using just this blue light from the top, and I'm just moving it around to see where I want it to come from. I feel like I can make it come from here, just to make the character a little bit moody, and then I'm going to change that green into something more appropriate. So I'm going to use kind of like a purple here or something. Yeah, and then I might go back to this one and just make it a little bit more saturated. Now this feels like John Wick. But anyway, yeah, so I'll advise you use this app immediately when you get up in the morning after brushing your teeth. That's the best time when everything you learn sticks into your head. So brush your teeth, drink water, straight to this app. Set up lighting setups for different heads, a plain female hands, feet. Just set up different lighting setups, play around with them, and just understand how lights, different colored lights work together. And then you can then proceed into your day and make any other image you want to, having this base knowledge already installed in your head like a computer. So yeah, I hope you learned something from this video. If you knew about this app, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about it. How long have you been using the app? What else have you learned from this app? I mean, me, I'm definitely going to learn a lot. I'll take my time and go through this app and set multiple lighting setups and play with them. If you know any other app that I should know about, that I don't know about, leave a comment down below with the name of the app. I'll check it out, do a review like this, and play around with it and see what I can learn. If you like this video, share it with a friend, share it with your dog, share it with your mom. I share my videos with. Give a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. I'd love to give a special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you for letting me do what I do. And if you love to support my work and my channel, you could go down and click the link in the description to subscribe to my Patreon page. And with all that being said, I will see you in the next video. Peace. All right, we on. We live. How does he even do this? How does he do this? You think he's so big? You think he's so tough? Whoops. My bad. You think he's so big? You think he's so